So I'm sure many of you are pretty aware of the various ways that Kingsisle has decided to kind of run and monetize Wizard101 in 2019. This has pretty much been going on for like the duration of 2019 as well as a little bit of 2018 as well. But yes, I do think this has been one of the worst years for Wizard101. Like, obviously, I think that's pretty evident in the way that they've been pushing out content lately. And basically, one of the reasons why they haven't been, pushing out content like they usually do in previous years and everything, I'm gonna do some like direct comparisons to previous years and everything. But Wizard 101 has been on the down for a while now, and they have become a bit money hungry, like kind of scummy, scammy, however you guys want to call it. They've been a little over the edge lately in their whole over monetization of the game. And I believe this whole, monetizing everything in the game and making like every player pay for, pretty much everything in this game. I don't think it's very good for the game. I think that is one of the big reasons why the game has been on the decline for a while now. Well, basically Kingsisle's been kind of doing the wrong thing. And I'm gonna get into that right now. Basically, I've already recorded this video once before, but when I put it into Sony Vegas, it turns out the mic wasn't recording, so that's pretty cool. So I made sure the mic's recording in this video and everything. So I hope you guys do enjoy. But let's get into why Kingsisle is kind of ruining their own game with the over monetization. So the first thing I'm gonna explain is the crown shop, right? The source of most of their income besides membership and all that. Just the stuff that they've been doing. Let me just get into this. So I'm gonna start off with the two newest packs that have been in the crown shop. We've got the Grizzleheim lore pack and the Sinbad horde pack. So these packs have their various issues. Basically, the Grizzleheim one came out before this one. So this one's the second most recent pack, I guess. Yeah, because this is the most recent. This one came out like 2 weeks ago. This one came out like a month to 2 months ago. I'm not really sure. But when this pack was released, the Grizzleheim horde pack, basically there was kind of a glitch in not only the item icons for the pack, but I'm pretty sure the drop rates for the spells weren't quite right as well, which kind of shows Kingsisle's laziness in making each of these packs. They've been very, very lazy with testing these packs, and I really hope this is a pattern that does not continue, because that would be that would be very bad. So basically for this pack, basically what they've done when they released this pack, a lot of people spent a lot of money. Like, this was a hit pack. People spent a lot of money on this one because they wanted, most of all, that life spell on the cover right there. I forgot what it was called, but yeah, it was basically, it's an AoE life spell, pretty much the first one in the game that you can get under level 58, and everyone wanted it, and people spent like hundreds of thousands of crowns on it, and not everyone got it, and they had to change the drop rates and take it out of the crown shop entirely, like 2 days later. Which, I don't know, that just shows that they really haven't been putting much effort into these packs. These are kind of cash grabs, if you really think about it. I guess you could argue many of these are cash grabs, but these are lazy cash grabs. And another big problem that I have with this pack, okay, this one, whew, yeah, I've got an issue with this one. Basically, when they released this pack, the Sinbad horde pack, they released it with the gauntlet as well. I'm not really going to get into the gauntlet too much. It's not that good of a gauntlet, in my opinion. But, so they released this pack, right? And the prized possession of this pack is the wands. I forget what they're all called. I forget their whole deal. But basically, people wanted these wands. They had high damage. They included pierce and a lot of critical, right? They're really good wands. And one of them had high fire damage and high death damage. And basically, people spent a lot of money. I've saw people spend like upwards of 30k on this pack just to get the wands, right? And for one of the wands, the fire one and the death one, they changed that wand, basically. They replaced the death damage on that. I don't remember how much death damage that was. They changed it to myth damage, and that is not very good. You do not want to change an item a week after the pack is released, because at that point, people who wanted the items from this pack, especially the one, I know that one was really sought after for its death damage, because that was kind of the highest death damage wand in the game. It was really sought after, and people spent a lot of crowns on this pack to get that death wand, and if you just change it, basically if you had the death wand, right, from this pack, it would have changed to a myth wand. Seriously, that is exactly what happened. So many people actually got scammed out of their crowns right there, which I think is really scummy of Kingsisle. And it just shows the laziness that they're putting into these packs, because both of these packs had to be fixed after they were released. This one was fixed a few days after this release. They waited a week to fix this pack after the release, and by then, many wizards spend money on this pack and only to be scammed out of it, which I don't think that's right at all. But that's just the first example of the 2 newest packs to the game. If we take a look at other things such as the Decathlon, they've added rune packs and like tower packs to the Decathlon as well. Like these basically like include reagents and like some treasure cards to help you out with the Decathlon, which shows how much they're actually monetizing these events. Like if we go into the event right here, I need to see this. Okay, we have the Scroll of Fortune, right? And the Life Decathlon event. They release a new Decathlon really often, right? This comes around a lot. Obviously, this sticks around for a long time. 69, nice. Okay. Anyway, this sticks around for a long time. This sticks around for a long time. This, you need to pay. You need to pay for this to get actual worth it rewards out of this. Otherwise, like, let's go to tier 3, for instance. You get this mount. This is a really cool mount. I like this mount a lot. But it's 7-day, you know? You go here, you get a balanced moonstone. Like, these rewards suck. And the only way to get good rewards, the ones that are locked right here, is to pay for them with money, with crowns, which cost money, obviously. This really pisses me off because what they're doing with these events, the Decathlon event, is supposed to be like a fun, easy way to get these rewards, use spells, prove your skill. I like that they have, introduced this as a PvE event. I don't think we have enough PvE events in this game, so at first I was happy about this, but then eventually, as time went on, like, it just showed that, like, they really were just trying to get money out of it by adding packs that related to this in the crown shop. I'm pretty sure there was another big bundle for the Life Decathlon thing somewhere. I don't remember what it was called. It might have been, yeah, here we go. This one, 20k crowns. For this is the basic one. I think that's 1,000. That's 3,000, 7,500, all the way up to 20k, guys. Which I just don't understand. Their monetization with the current events. It just makes them feel really like forced and all that. And it just shows they just want to get money out of their new players and all that. So besides that, let's take a look at the new bundles that they've put in the crown shop and everything. So they put these ones in. I don't think these ones are probably the best bundles that they have put in the crown shop. The Skyrim bundle, basically, if you want them out, you can get that. You can get a bonus mega snack. I don't think that's that bad. That's okay. This one's okay, too. It gives you 9,500 crowns. I mean, you get 2 cool mounts. I think the Night Wyvern and the Jade Wyvern are pretty good mounts. You get a mega snack pack. Okay, nothing really wrong with those two. If we go to... I'm trying to remember what they're called. If we honestly just type bundle, right? The starter bundles. That was funny. You got this bundle of fun, 8 mini games for your castle. Like what? Come on, man. What is this? Like there's some other things. Okay, they got the reagent bundles. I'm not really sure. There was a gardener's bundle. I swear there was somewhere. Basically, they've been adding these sort of bundles in the crown shop, calling them bundles. Like in my opinion, these aren't bundles at all. Like these aren't bundles. These Decathlon bundles are not bundles. Bundles have a mount, a gear set, crowns, and other things like that, and they cost like upwards of $30 to $40. This already costs 20, and it just gives you some runes, some reagents, a few jewel packs, like whatever, and 45,000 gold, guys. This is utterly useless. And I know they added a bunch more like pet training and gardening bundles. They might have removed them from the crown shop. Those sucked too. Those were horrible. Another way they monetized this game a lot, they've added these emotes, these teleport effects, right? 3,500 for an electric slide. 3,500 for this. 4,000 for this. I just don't understand, guys. I really don't. This is kind of cool, I guess. Like the teleport effects are kind of cool, but they're making them too expensive, and I don't know who buys them really. Maybe some people do. Like I just don't see these a lot in the game at the moment. I don't know. They've just been monetizing this game way too much, and let me tell you the effect that this monetization has had on the content. So if we look at the years right now, in 2019, in July, we had a sizzling summer update. Why don't we take a look? We got a revamp completed. That's okay. That's just for new players. This is the only update I actually kind of liked in the event. The rest of these, monetization. I think this Beast Moon, I don't really have a problem with it, although I think there needs to be more to it for it to be actually worth it. Monetization. This is monetization. This is monetization. All these events for these points, they're all for money. They do this for the money, guys. The only way to get good rewards from this, or even semi-decent rewards, is to pay for them. So, obviously, the revamp, the first-time user experience, Beast Moon Hunt event, We got, yeah, the rest of that. The Scroll of Fortune, obviously, pay money for it, not worth it. It's like 15k crowns or something. It's not good. What else we got? Yeah, nothing much there. Why don't we go to the spring event? So we got some more revamps here. 7th character slot. Once again, something for money. I don't have a problem with them adding a 7th character slot. But the problem is the pricing on this character slot. It's 18k. 18k, that's $18 only if you buy the crowns, the 60k on sale. That's way too much. I don't think the character slot should be 18k crowns. I think that is way too many crowns for that. That's kind of a scam in my opinion. It should be like 5k or something. They've just really been focusing on kind of pushing out products for people to buy. Another example of this is in the bundles, in many bundles that they have released, like actual bundles. I'm talking like the actual bundles, like these right here. If we take a look at, I'm not really, I don't know if I can find it right now. None of these bundles look like they have the thing. Okay. Anyway, a lot of these are old bundles. They brought back some old ones, which, you know, I'm fine with, I guess. I mean, there's nothing wrong with having sales on bundles, so I think some bundles are pretty good anyway, so maybe take advantage of the sale if you want them. I think the Epic bundle is really good. I recommend you buy this one if you're going to buy one, honestly. Or the Majestic. I like the Majestic too. All the old bundles are pretty good, but I'm getting sidetracked right now. So basically, in a lot of bundles, basically an example is like the Fairy Tale bundle. They release one piece of gear in the bundle, right? For example, in the new Fairy Tale bundle, you know, they give you that house and everything, but they give you a wand that, like, I'm pretty sure it's got like really good stats. It's got a lot of crit and critical block, and I think some pierce and obviously damage. And then it gives you like, it has like a Maycast poison stun, where it like stuns you for like 2 rounds. It gives like a Maycast for like 2 rounds or something, like where it'll stun you, you know, just for free basically if you get that off of a wand hit. And I've heard right now in PvP, Maycasts are actually like pretty high, you know. So that obviously gives a huge advantage. They've done that in a lot of bundles just so people will buy the entire bundle, so they can get one item out of it. That is just a little bit better than the current like gear for someone who wouldn't buy that bundle, you know. So they've done that. Obviously, people will buy it. People will buy that because it's just better. Like, you know, they're just those people that, you know, need to increase their stats a bit more. I'm guilty of doing this a few times myself, but that's not the point. The point is they've been over-monetizing way too much. They've been adding these useless products. They haven't been testing their stuff correctly, so people just get scammed out of it, and they don't really seem to care, like, at all. They really don't seem to care. They kind of, even for the birthday event, take a look at this birthday event. They've added new stuff to the crown shop. Quote-unquote new stuff to the crown shop. They've added the gobbler, the birthday balloons. They're all back in town. For most of the birthday items that they've added, you need to pay money. You know, you got to pay crowns. The party corgi, the Ravenwood Piggle, you got to buy crowns for all of them. The Golden Sun even. Just, I don't get what the fun is of an event if you don't get free stuff out of it. And you barely get any free stuff. I think they gave away like 2 free packs in the birthday event. That's about it. You know, like, it's just another way, you know, for them to get money. If I go to Wizard101, I don't know. Does it say, is the birthday event still going on? I need to check this because, hello, birthday event. Maybe the birthday event's dead now. I don't know. Is it? Is there no birthday event anymore? Whatever, doesn't matter. If we go here, obviously, a lot of this is just, yeah, new crown shop bundles, Throwback Thursday, Charmers. I think this is okay. I like the flute wands a lot. Another decathlon, just emotes, decade pets leaving the crown shop. Another way to advertise their products. That seems to be all they've done this year, is just advertise their products. This is okay. I don't have a problem really with this. After they release a pack, they, you know, do an event and all that. This is fine. They've got another horde pack. Obviously, this pack is a major problem. New crown shop bundles. Once again, autumn items return. Spiral showcase event. Another money event. 1 month of membership. And then they have this Beast Muhan event. So it's pretty stale as far as updates go. It's basically just all for products. So the biggest thing, the biggest shocker to me, if we go to these years here, if we go to 2019, not a lot has happened in this year. We got the summer update, which just included basically a revamp and like a few events that basically you have to pay money for to actually get good stuff out of. So that's pretty useless. Same for April. We haven't really gotten anything, you know, in 2019. 2019 has been the month of advertising their products for Kingsisle. that's about it. That's all we've gotten. We just have these new crown shop bundles that are really a scam if you think about it. A lot of them really are, and decathlon events, which kind of, I don't know, just pressure people into paying money, for these stupid packs to make you do better in the event, as well as the scroll of fortune, which is just not worth it at all. To they just been advertising, they just been monetizing everything. They really have. They know how to get money out of their players now. I think they've kind of figured that out, where you can kind of just release some gear, like a little bit of gear in a pack or in a bundle, and people will buy that bundle or like mass amounts of that pack, to try to get that one piece of gear. That's how intent people are on getting like the best gear for their wizard in this game. And KI's figured that out, and they've really been trying to capitalize on that this year, which I think is pretty scummy. I don't agree with a lot of their business decisions, and the way that they've only been really focusing on money this year, I'm just not okay with it. So let's go back to the years. Basically, we haven't gotten a big content update this year. As you can see, there's a bit of a pattern where we get a big content update in November. So I'm hoping this coming November, like, we'll get something. I'm really hoping it's that new dungeon in Old Town, but I really can't be sure. So 2018, Imperia Part 2. We got the Hatchmaking Tomb, which was awesome. I guess they started the Wizard City revamp, so that's pretty awesome. But we have the Hatchmaking Tomb. This was a great update, This gave people a way easier way to get their pets. Imperia Part 2, big content update. Imperia Part 1, big content update. PvP updates, I'm going to skip over that. 2016, we got Mirage. Level 50 Elixir, that's whatever, honestly. I don't know. I don't really have an opinion on that. But daily assignments, they were pretty good. You can get some pretty good rewards for those. You don't have to pay extra for better daily assignments or something. I would hate if they did that. But in November, we got Polaris. And this was a really good update as well. Jewel Socketing was an amazing update. 2015 was actually a pretty good year for updates. Look at 2014, 2013, and 2012. These were like the peak of popularity. This is where the game got really freaking popular. Besides these, starting years where basically they added a bunch of new worlds and everything, and gardening and stuff. They were kind of just laying down the groundwork for the game. But the game was really, really successful in these years. Right here. These were the main years. So in 2012, we got 2 worlds. We had Avalon and Azteca. We had Elixirs, Mega Pets. This is amazing. I remember when this came out. This was kind of incredible. We had Avalon. Yeah, Avalon, Azteca, miscellaneous updates. 2012 was a huge year. 2013, also a huge year. Chrysalis Part 1, Shadow Magic, which is probably the most controversial thing in the game. I don't know. I wouldn't say it necessarily changed the game for the better, but it was a pretty good update, We get Aquila. We get the entirety of Aquila in 2013, which is amazing. Hairstyles, events, tournaments, big update there. We used to get like 4 or 5, maybe 6 or 7 updates per year. Now, we don't get a whole lot, as you can see here. In 2014, this was also an amazing year for Wizard101. 4 dungeons that were added. 4 amazing dungeons. Just crown shop updates. Give us fishing, that's meh. Chrysalis Part 2 and level 100. You also get the team ups, which I think is pretty cool. I don't know what minor updates were. I'd have to look on those later. But the point is, we got a lot more content in the last couple years than we have this year. This year, we haven't done any. This is all for money right here. Besides, like, the revamping of Wizard City, I do like that. I agree that's a pretty good update. But seriously, we haven't gotten a lot here besides a few crown shop bundles, and they changed some events, and they added a few bundles, I think. Other than that, we haven't got anything. I swear, if we get our November update and it's just like another one of these kinds of things, I really don't know what I'm gonna do. Seriously, if we don't have a major content update during those games, during those months and all that, in the fall, because obviously, the fall is a big, the fall's a big time for the game. So obviously, in the last couple years, we did get our content updates. They didn't focus too much on the monetization, but this year, it's kind of gotten a bit out of hand. I believe this led to a lot of people getting scammed out of their crowns for these stupid packs that they don't, care to test for before actually releasing to the public, which I think is extremely scummy, and I don't think they should do that. And basically, like, if you monetize your game too much, people are gonna get sick of it really quickly, and I'm sure, they've lost a lot of loyal players over the course of this game just from the amount of, like, how money hungry they are. I mean, Kingsisle, as of right now, is a pretty money hungry company, and I do believe that they could fix this. I think there's ways to fix this. Really, just don't monetize the game as much. Don't have anything. Don't have like a payment attached to like everything you update the game with. One thing that really drove these, one thing that really drove the games, over these last couple years, even these years were like the most successful years of the game. was the amount of content. Content is what drives this game, and if they choose to focus on monetization over content, the game is gonna rot really fast. Like, just look at all this. Look at how much there was to do in these 3 years, and even the first couple years. Obviously, that's when the game was getting popular. But look how much there was to do here. Do you remember this, guys? Do you remember this amazing time in Wizard101? I sure do, and it was a good time, guys. It really, really was. The last couple years weren't too bad either, but this year has really, Wizard101 has really gone downhill this year in the way that they choose their business model. For getting money off of the players. I don't agree with it. Let me know if you agree with any of my points down below. I just think over monetization is just a way to kill your game super fast and not actually add anything meaningful for people to do. Other than just keep improving their stats, like there's got to be stuff to do in this game, and honestly, max players have not had a lot to do in this game for years, I would say. So obviously they can do things to fix this, add more content, less monetization, and please, for the love of God, test your packs before you release them. So anyways, that's gonna be it for this video, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy. Yeah, I don't really I don't really know what to follow up with, because I don't know, except just let me know your opinions in the comments down below. How you'd fix, I wouldn't say fix the game, but how you just improve it, maybe make it better, less money hungry and all that. Let me know what you guys want to see in the game in the future as well. I really hope this streak does not continue, because this is not gonna help the game. It's just gonna hurt it in the coming years. So anyways, hopefully you guys did enjoy. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe. I post videos kind of like this, as well as theories and walkthroughs and all that. So if you're into that, you can subscribe down below. And that's gonna be it, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this video, and take care, guys, and enjoy the rest of your day.